YouTube, what is going on? It's your boy GlitcherBro23 here. Hey man, I've been waiting to do this one for a minute. I was actually planning to react to this one before I went to watch the movie. Turns out I went to watch the movie yesterday, and for those who want my opinion on it, I don't know if y'all care or not, it was not better than the first one. It really wasn't. I'll give you the only good things about the movie. Venom's comedy, Cletus Cassidy's Carnage, and then the final act was better in the sequel than it was in the original. The final act kind of sucked in the first Venom movie. And also, stay for the credits. Stay for the credits if you guys are there for that. But I knew this was coming. Like, the rumors of Polo G, Eminem, and Mozzy were going on for months now. So it's kind of crazy that we ended up getting this as a soundtrack, though, and with Skylar Grey too, you know, because Skylar Grey was rumored to have something drop too. But we have Last One Standing by Skylar Grey featuring Polo, Mozzy, and Eminem. I got my Venom pops back there, both Venom and Carnage. If you guys want more from any of these artists, y'all know what to do by this point. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel if you're new, comment down below what you guys want to see next, share your thoughts and opinions about the track and my reaction to it by the end of the video. But this is going to be my first time actually really listening to Polo G, and this is my first time ever hearing Mozzy. There's only been one track I've heard from Polo G, not like really went back and replayed it, and it was when he sampled Pac's Changes. I don't know what the name of, I think the remix track is also called Changes, but that's the only track that I like remember from Polo G. So I don't necessarily know what he sounds like. But without further ado, let's get into it. And when they played this track in the movie, at the end of the movies yesterday, I heard either Polo or Mozzy's, a little bit of their verse. I heard a little bit of M's verse, and I heard Skylar Grey's hook. So that's the only thing I remember. But like I said, it was at the end of the movie, so I only heard it once. And it went by super quick.
Now you see me standing in the lights, but you never saw my sacrifice, or all the nights I had to struggle to survive. Had to lose it all to win the fight. I had to fall so many times. Oh, now I'm the last one standing.
Here's what I'll say about the whole Skylar Grey and Eminem thing. I know people are getting really old about them two collaborating. She's always putting her A game up when she works with Eminem. It's just, I think the problem is because there's so many love tracks between the two, the M fans really don't mess with her anymore, you know. And honestly, like that's just my personal take, because I think she puts up 100% effort every time she works with them. It's just sometimes the love songs from Eminem aren't really doing anything anymore. So something like this, if it sounds good, because I know it's not going to be a love song, then people might mess with this one.
You weren't with me on the cold block nights, now you front row for the spotlight. Now the diamonds in the out of my bright, just overseas for a fight flight. Young nigga on bullshit and I ball on them Bill Cartwright. I can shine through the dark. I guess I always been a star.
Oh shoot, hold on. Is Polo G? Oh no, that's just Polo. Okay, so it goes Polo, Mozzy, and then M. Damn, M's verse looks long. Alright. So now that I know what the track list is ordered, let's do this again.
Me on the cold block nights, now you front row for the spotlight. Now the diamonds in the out of my bright, just overseas for a fight flight. Young nigga on bullshit and I ball on them Bill Cartwright. I can shine through the dark. I guess I always been a star type. That line in me made my heart.
I knew I could shine through the darkness. I guess I always been a star type. Damn, why is Polo actually snap out? Like I said, I haven't heard a lot of Polo G. I know he's one of the big artists right now, but he's like low key like going off right now. I don't know if this is what he usually does, but he's going off right now. I'm not even gonna lie.
Through the dark, I guess I always been a star type. That line in me made my heart fight. Could have been a victim of a hot pipe. Took a million risks just to get to this, cause we ain't the ones that the cops like. Been so many times God tested me, they only see the answers I got right. They commenting all on the blog, trying to tell me how to live my life. And I waited so patiently, if you could take off, don't.
Talking about social media, trying to tell him how to live his life. It's it gotta be difficult, especially for those artists who a lot of today's generation of kids like really look up to. A lot of people look up to the Polos. A lot of people look up to Baby Keem now. Like, there's so many artists that have just really blown up within the past few years or just this year alone, and now these kids are looking up to them, and like, it's difficult for these artists sometimes. It's difficult, man. So, and Polo G is definitely one of the biggest artists popping off right now. Lil Baby too, man.
Test me, they only see the answers I got right. They commenting all on the blogs, trying to tell me how to live my life. And I waited so patiently, if you could take off, don't wait for me. No days off, grind faithfully, I keep thanking God for saving me. Frontline showcasing our bravery, I know that top spot, it was made for me. It all paid off, so we felt the struggle so painfully.
Now you see me standing in the lights, but you never saw my sacrifice, or all the nights I had to struggle.
This is what I've heard about this track so far. M's verse gets real vulnerable, and honestly, I can see with the way Skylar's hook sounds right now. It is beautiful, by the way, in my opinion. And kind of the way Polo was, like the subject matter that he was talking about. Like, so this seems like all these artists are really getting into maybe their own personal struggles now that they're famous. You know, so that's kind of cool, especially compared to the first Venom track, which was only Eminem by himself. There wasn't really too much of a message to it. It just kind of seemed to tie in with the movie. So it's kind of nice that this could actually be played as a different type of track, you know, like a relatable track. Excuse me.
To survive, had to lose it all to win the fight. I had to fall so many times. Oh, now I'm the last one standing.
Yeah, you know the code, we gotta live by it. Never mind all the ice cubes on his wrist wearing the big body. Live by the gun, get body during selling time in that cell. It was hella times where I failed when I had to double back from them L's. Bet he don't double back when he tell, cause it ain't no coming back.
The double back flip. I had a double back from those L's, a double back flip. I don't know what Mozzy. This is like my first time ever hearing Mozzy. Like, I'm being so serious. Isn't he like Polo G's manager or something like that? I don't know their relationship. I just know those two are somehow in connection with each other. That's all I know, basically.
Hella time in that cell. It was hella times where I failed when I had to double back from them L's. Bet he don't double back when he tell, cause it ain't no coming back when you tell. Why would you leave me here by myself? A nigga be lonely. Hey, I blew the whole bag on they flights, ain't leaving our homies. If he really gained to get him a chain, no Cubans and conies. White Zime in the stogie, stood firm, never folded. Furthest name from a rotor, you put the jacket on and you bogus. Yeah, big dog and they know it. I had to spin off to stay focused. Long jab on the motion, we on the bandit shit when it's hopeless. I'd have been broke before and they know it.
I think they played Polo G's verse. I think they played Polo G's verse in the movie. Because I completely didn't remember that part at all. So they had to play Polo's verse in the movie. And it, like I said, it wasn't even that long. It literally went like Polo's verse, Skylar's hook, and then like it sounded like the end of M's verse. So, man, I'm not even gonna lie. If that movie wasn't rushed, it would actually been solid. If Venom 2 wasn't rushed, because I think of the scheduling and maybe the pandemic had to do with it, I think it would have been better than the first one. Because Carnage is a lot cooler than Riot. But that movie just felt so rushed. It really did. Like, for me, it was only okay. It was only an okay movie. Tom Hardy was still great. Okay, Skylar.
Y'all say I've changed, really don't? How so? I got all this bread. I'm still sourdough. I don't know.
This was the one problem I heard about M's verse was the mixing. This kind of reminds me of like his vocals on The Adventures of Moonman and Slim Shady. I don't know why he sounds like that. That was like the only complaint I've been reading about this track was just his vocals. his mixing of vocals. That was like literally the only thing I've seen.
I've changed, really though. How so?
It's very noticeable in the movie.
Bread, I'm still sourdough. I don't know. Square peg, round hole, like a block of cheese in a paper towel roll. Rocky Balboa, never been no.
Yeah, they played this
even
one.
when I got kicked to the curb. Life knocked my dick in the dirt. I got back up, flipped at the bird till I earned the attention. I yearn, not to mention I learned how to turn resentment and hurt to an unquenchable thirst. In the simplest terms, is revenge of the nerd in every sense of the word. But all you see is the fake.
This is Revenge of the Nerd. He basically talking about his upbringing once again, kind of being bullied. Nothing new to Eminem. It's just it's always nice to see a different way he delivers it and makes it, makes you feel like you could relate to it every time. Because one of the best tracks he does this with is probably Legacy from MMLP 2, and since then, like that's really like the highlight of like going back to M's childhood and talking about like his days being bullied, you know. So it's great that he still makes tracks like that too. And honestly, those are the tracks. If he stays making tracks like somewhat motivational and somewhat uplifting, then people will rock with that. People will just have to respect him. They don't have to necessarily like him, but they'll have to respect him for it.
This terms is revenge of the nerd in every sense of the word. But all you see is the fame and the millions. You don't see the strength and resilience. How I rack my brain, but it feels as if I'm trying to explain it to children. So a lot of this pain isn't healing. You're escaping if this anger is spilling. Almost like recreating the feeling of 9/11 when the second plane hit the building.
Yeah. That was another thing I saw people were upset about. Bro. I know it doesn't look good because this year was 20 years since it happened. But bro, that's nothing. That is not... People get offended way too easily nowadays. They really do. Because that was a dope rhyme scheme. That was really a dope rhyme scheme.
You don't see the strength and resilience. How I rack my brain, but it feels as if I'm trying to explain it to children. So a lot of this pain isn't healing. You're escaping if this anger is spilling. Almost like recreating the feeling of 9/11 when the second plane hit the building. So let them paint me the villain. Some of this just may be a symptom of having way too much income. But when you struggle every day just to get some, now all of this hate is a syndrome. When they can't relate, and that stems from money looking like it grows on trees. Yeah, they're green, but those aren't leaves. Suffice to say,
money looks like it grows on trees. Yeah, they're green, but those aren't leaves. We all heard the saying, money don't... We've all heard that saying before. That was an interesting way to put it in, not even gonna lie. I do really enjoy how M really has, like, stepped back a bit. Like, since Kamikaze, like, he's not trying to go at everyone's throat. Like, he's still trying to prove what he's about, but he's not just... like sounding angry as he used to like on Kamikaze. Like he could boast all he wants and he's proved what he's about. He could still do all the lyrical stuff, but I mean like when you look back at Kamikaze and see like how petty he really did seem on it, like what he did with Music to Be Murdered By was a lot better and a lot more I guess just a lot more mature for him, you know what I mean? So
from money looking like it grows on trees. Yeah, they're green, but those aren't leaves. Suffice to say, with every sacrifice I made, it's like I gave up my life to fame. All the nights that I lied awake, nights I stayed up to write and pray. Had to claw, scratch, and fight my way. Just follow me and I'll light the way. Look to the hook if your sky look gray. Skyland rappers, how can we be on the same level now when I gotta look down to see these clowns that are on the ground? Bitch, I got clouds beneath me. Ever since I put out the EP to the height of 2003, me. You ain't see the struggle to make it out the D because I made it somehow look easy.
Now you see me standing in the lights, but you never saw my side.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. You know how many people have, even including myself, how easy he makes this look sometimes? Like, he's been doing this for a minute, man. And every time he drops something new, he makes it look easier and easier. He really does. That was honestly, that was probably one of the better verses that we've heard from him this year. Not even gonna lie. I don't know, we've had the EPMD. What else have we? We had the walkthrough. Is that it? Nah, he's dropped more than that. think that's honestly it. I don't know. I might have to look at that. I might have to look back at that. But if I'm not mistaken, he's only done Walkthrough and EPMD 2. And then this. So this might be his best verse of the year so far. This might be his best verse of this year.
But you never saw my sacrifice, or all the nights I had to struggle to survive. Had to lose it all to win the fight. I had to fall so many times. Oh, now I'm the last one standing. Oh, now I'm the last one standing.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to go back and listen to that one, just as debate. It was a pretty good track though. I think honestly my least favorite part was Mozzy. I feel like he really didn't say much compared to Polo and M, where they kind of talk about their own struggles, where they're at now. M had some nice wordplay, the whole Skylar Grey and Hook thing, that was kind of cool. Skylar, I really did like Skylar's hook, and like I said, I think the problem that people they say that they don't go together, like Skylar and M, like people are tired of seeing the collabs. Bro, we wouldn't have some of M's best female features without Skylar Grey. Because, like, Love the Way You Lie was written by Skylar Grey. So, but y'all let me know what y'all thought about that. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys enjoy. As always, y'all know what to do. By this point, hit the like button if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel or new. Comment down below what you guys want to see next. Share your thoughts and opinions about the track and my reaction to it. Let me know if you guys want to see me react more to Skylar, Polo, Mozzy, or Eminem. Low-key, Polo is someone I've been hearing for a minute, heard the name, and I just haven't checked him out either. He's another one that, like, it's kind of been on the radar, but I haven't checked out. So if y'all guys want to see more Polo G reactions, let me know. But other than that, thank y'all for watching. See you guys next time.